Hi, welcome back to my story time with Nana. I have a whole new story for you. I'm very excited about. We've done Alabama and Alaska, and now we're going to Arizona. I don't know, have you ever been there? Do you know someone who lives there? We've got to find out about this. Arizona. Arizona is the last of the contiguous states to join the Union in 1912. Number 48. The capital is Phoenix. It's known for the Grand Canyon, which became a national park in 1909. The canyon was formed by the Colorado River cutting through the canyon for millions of years. It's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Do you know any of the other natural wonders? Now, if you visit Arizona, Naomi recommends going to the Grand Canyon. Here's her story. Let's begin. It was Granddad's 70th birthday, and Naomi was very excited. Her mommy had planned a special surprise party, and everyone was going to be there. Naomi loved her granddad, Louis. He had white, flowy hair, bright blue eyes. He was funny and kind and made the best pulled pork she had ever eaten. Are you ready for tomorrow, Naomi? Mommy asked. She was finishing up cooking dinner. Naomi was cutting up tomatoes for the salad. She liked helping Mommy with dinner. Oh my gosh, yes, of course I'm excited, she answered. Granddad is going to be so surprised. Is everyone meeting us there? They are. Granddad is riding with Aunt Angie, and she said he has no idea. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to see my cousins and Aunt Angie and Uncle Ingo, Naomi said excitedly, and a very special birthday party for Granddad. Do you have everything ready? Mommy asked. Hats? Boots? Yes, Mommy. I also have a long sleeve shirt and jeans ready for tomorrow. And something to sleep in? She asked her. Yes, and I even packed a poncho in case it rains, and I'll have my bathing suit for the creek in case it's sunny, she answered. Okay, I guess you've thought of everything. Go call your father for dinner. We have an early start tomorrow, so early to bed. I only hope I can fall asleep, Naomi said to her. Me too, Mommy answered. That night, Naomi lay in bed thinking about tomorrow and Granddad's birthday. She was beyond excited and was certain she'd never fall asleep. But she did fall asleep and dreamt of singing happy birthday and her granddad sitting at the head of a long table, his face lit up from the candles on his cake. Good morning, Naomi. It's time to get up. Mommy gently nudged her daughter. Oh, I think I just fell asleep. I know, me too, but we have to get going. We have to be there early. Naomi and her parents ate a quick breakfast and left their home for Granddad's birthday surprise. It was still dark out. They had a 2-hour drive to the Grand Canyon. Granddad! Naomi cried out when she saw him sitting in Aunt Angie's car. What is this? He said with a smile. What are you doing here, Naomi? Happy birthday, Granddad. She leaned into the window, giving him a kiss. Are you surprised? I am now. I don't know why we're here. We're going to take you to a place called Phantom Ranch to celebrate your birthday, she said excitedly. Doesn't that sound like fun? It does sound like fun, especially spending my birthday with you all here. I certainly didn't expect to see you. Hi, Dad, Mommy said, opening the door. Happy birthday. Thank you. He got out of the car and gave Mommy a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. What a surprise. Are we going hiking for my birthday? Oh, you'll see, she told him. Come on, we have to go check in. Check in for what? You'll see, Granddad. Just wait till you see, Naomi said. Don't forget your hat. You're gonna need it. Granddad grabbed his hat out of the back seat of the car, and the family, Mommy, Daddy, Naomi, Aunt Angie, Uncle Ingo, and Naomi's cousins, Patrick and Nicole, headed to the Bright Angels Lodge. A mule ride, Granddad said. We're going on a mule ride? Yep. Isn't this exciting? Naomi asked. Aren't you surprised? Oh, I'm surprised, he said. I mean, I hope I can do this. I've never ridden a mule before. Granddad, we'll all be right there. It's our first time, too, Patrick told him. I'm not scared. Well, I'm not really scared, just nervous, Granddad told him. But thanks for the pep talk, Patrick. 2 hours later, the family was waiting at the historic village livery barn with their very own canteen and a small drawstring bag to carry their change of clothes. They met their wranglers, Sam and Emily, and their mules. Naomi's mule was named Hank, and Granddad's mule was named Lucy. The riders were giving instructions on safety and what to expect on their very first mule ride. Naomi was so excited. Mommy lathered Naomi, Daddy, and Granddad with sunscreen on any part that was not covered by clothing, even the back of their hands. She did not want anyone getting burnt. Saddle up, Emily called out. We're heading out. Emily and Sam helped everyone up onto their mules and made sure their saddles, hats, glasses, phones, and everything else was secure. That was their rule, so nothing could be dropped or lost. The first hour on the mules was a little scary for everyone. Naomi was nervous that Hank was just going to buck her off and go running down the canyon. But after a while, she relaxed and she let Hank do all of the work. And that was when she really started to enjoy the ride. The views of the canyon were amazing, and even though they were riding a path along steep cliffs, Naomi wasn't scared. It was beautiful. She looked behind her, and Granddad gave her a wave, and he looked like he was relaxed too. As the sun rose higher into the blue sky, so did the temperature. It started to get warm, and Naomi remembered the wranglers telling them that as they descended down into the canyon, the temperature would rise about 20 degrees. They weren't even halfway there, and it was already starting to heat up. And although it was getting hot, Naomi was glad she had on a long-sleeved shirt, or she would certainly be getting burnt to a crisp. Finally, they reached the halfway point, a campground called Indian Garden. The family got a chance to walk around and get their land legs back and cool off in the shade. There was a lunch set up for them and a picnic area, and before they left, they refilled their Grand Canyon canteens with ice cold water. It was so much fun drinking out of the canteen. It wasn't long before they came to the Devil's Corkscrew. This was a path along the canyon that went back and forth and back and forth. It was so twisty and turny that at one point half of the mule train was walking towards the other. Naomi imagined that from far above them they looked like a bumpy snake slithering along the ridge. Besides the amazing views, the next cool event of the ride was the Black Bridge. The bridge was a 420-foot suspension bridge high above the Colorado River. But the coolest thing was the tunnel carved through the canyon to get to the bridge. Duck your heads, don't want anyone getting scalped, Sam told the riders. And Naomi listened. She ducked down and made it through the tunnel without a bump or scratch. and so did everyone else. Once over the Black Bridge, they made it to the Phantom Ranch. The ranch hands helped everyone off their mules in the corral, and it was a good thing, too, because riding a mule for 6 hours made your legs forget that they were supposed to hold you up. Granddad and the children walked down to the Bright Angel Creek while Mommy, Daddy, Aunt Angie, and Uncle Ingo went to check into their cabin for the night. Granddad, are you having a good birthday so far? Nicole asked as she removed her boots. I'm having the most amazing birthday, he said, sitting beside her. He removed his boots and stuck his feet in the water. Ah, that feels wonderful. The children stripped down into their bathing suits and jumped into the creek. The water was very cold, but it was nearly 100 degrees at the bottom of the canyon, so it was pretty refreshing. When their parents returned, they looked at each other and wondered, why hadn't they thought of that? Later, the family went to the main building and they had a delicious dinner of steak, potatoes, and corn, family style, with all the guests at the Phantom Ranch. And it was so much fun meeting all of these people from all over these United States. But the best part of the birthday surprise and the incredible mule ride down the Grand Canyon was when the staff brought out a giant bowl of rice pudding, Granddad's favorite, with a candle in the center for Granddad's birthday. And everyone in the dining hall sang happy birthday and he blew out his candle. What did you wish for, Granddad? What did you wish for? Naomi asked him. I wish that one day when you are older, Naomi, that you get to make this very same trip with your grandchildren, he told her with a tear in his eye, taking her hand. Y'all have given me the greatest gift of all, a once-in-a-lifetime mule ride down the Grand Canyon, time with my daughters and grandchildren, and rice pudding. This is the best birthday ever. The end. Wow. Imagine riding a mule along cliffs down the Grand Canyon. That must have been pretty amazing, Naomi. Thanks for sharing your story with us. And thank you, everyone, for listening in tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story. Next week, we have a whole new state. I can't wait. I hope you can either. Don't forget to share my stories. I'll see you next week. Mwah.